What's up everybody? Welcome to Wealth Game Nation. My name is Vedo and I'm here to help you better understand the Wealth Game and become part of the Wealth Game Nation. During the whole 2023 year, the stock market has been going up like crazy. The S&P 500 went up by almost 25% and the nasdaq went up by almost 55%. With all that volatility and the valuations getting almost up into bubble territory, I decided to sell all of my stocks. Up to now, I sold around 80,000 euros in stocks and made about 16,000 euros in pure profit. What am I going to do with all that money next? Well, stick around and find out. If you've ever seen me before, then you will know that I don't just talk the talk, but I also do walk the walk. I have been showing my stock portfolio in real time for quite some time now. I am nothing like those Excel gurus with their fancy spreadsheets showing you crazy numbers of outperformance. However, if you're new here, you can check out any of my past videos and you can see it for yourself. In my last portfolio update video, I reviewed my stock performance for the whole year of 2023 and I showed that my portfolio was up by around 55% in 2023. The link to that video is in the description below. In that video, I also said that major changes are coming to my portfolio and they are here now. I decided to sell all my stocks, well, majority of them, and I will be doing an experiment over the next few months, maybe even throughout the whole 2024, depending where the stock market goes from here. So all of my capital, including my gains, will end up again invested in the stock market, however, this time with a little twist. This is where the experiment comes into play. Just a few moments later, after I told you that I don't do fancy spreadsheets, let me show you my spreadsheet. Seriously, in order to show you what my plan really is, I needed to graphically represent what I am doing. But don't worry, right after I show you my fancy spreadsheet, I will also show you my brokerage account in real time, my recent sells, and my outstanding buy orders. Here you can see how I plan to shape my portfolio. The upper table is a list of investments I have already sold. In the third column, you can see what was the price per share which I sold each investment for. In the fourth column, you can see my new price target for each of the investments. Notice that the price target is only slightly below the price I sold the investment for. However, the allocation is different. I will not be deploying all of my money at once, and I am reducing the number of my holdings. Basically, I will be rebalancing my portfolio. The way I am deploying my money is as follows. There are outstanding buy orders for each of the brown highlighted investments, with the value of the buy order being at 50% of the new allocation. For example, Nvidia's allocation is at 8,000 euros, which means I have an outstanding order to buy Nvidia stock for 4,000 euros at the price of 440 euros per share. Once this order is through, I am making sure that I am not missing out on any potential upside in Nvidia. Then, as time goes by, and in case Nvidia dips significantly, I will have still 4,000 euros ready for deployment. With the stock market performance of 2023, I believe there is a high chance of a correction across the whole stock market. The way I will be deploying the remaining 50% or 4,000 euro in this example of Nvidia is 2 times 25%. For example, once my buy order for Nvidia with 440 euros per share goes through, I will set up a new buy order for 2,000 euros at 400 euros, for example. Then, if this order goes through, I will set up another buy order for the last 2,000 euros at 360 euros, for example. After that, if Nvidia keeps dipping, then I will be out of luck because at that time I will be out of money. Next, notice that I will not be getting back into waste management again. I still believe that waste management is a great company to hold for the long term, however, currently it does not fit into my investment strategy. I took my gains and now I am moving on. Next, in the lower table is a list of investments I currently still own. Notice that there is no change to my Airbnb holding. The reason here is because I already have 5,000 euros invested in Airbnb and I'm fine with that allocation at the moment. Lastly, the last 3 yellow highlighted investments are the ones I plan to get out of. The reason here is because I think my money is better served in the other investments from the upper table. You might ask yourself, why engage in these mental gymnastics instead of simply implementing a dollar cost averaging? To that, I say great question, and my answer is twofold. First, in Austria, where I live, we have high transaction fees. I pay around 25 euros per transaction. That means on an investment of 1000 euros, I pay around 2.5%. In my opinion, this is a very steep price to pay for transaction fees. Second, DCA is not that fun. I like mental gymnastics. Next, I thought about what are the different scenarios for the stock market in 2024, and this is what I came up with. Scenario number 1. The stock market keeps going up. The impact this would have on me is that I will not re-enter the stock market, I will be left behind, and I will not participate in any potential future rally. If this really happens, then I will have to invest my money somewhere else, for example in some NFTs, Beanie Babies, some Pokemon trading cards, or something like that. I'm also sure my wife will have some ideas what to do with that money. However, I believe the likelihood of something like this happening is very low given the recent run the market has been on. Scenario number 2, the stock market dips a bit. The impact this would have on me is that I will re-enter the stock market with only 50% of my funds. I believe that the likelihood of something like this happening is medium at best. Scenario number 3, the stock market dips significantly multiple times. The impact this would have on me is that I will fully re-enter the stock market. I believe that the likelihood of something like this happening is high because we know that the stock market doesn't go up and to the right in a straight line. Now, let's take a look at my portfolio in real time. As you can see, this is my brokerage account. I have around 23,000 euros invested at the moment. As you have seen in the list below, those investments are 6 companies and 1 ETF. If we scroll down and order them by performance, we can see that I have Canadian Pacific, Airbnb, Home Depot, Autodesk, Alibaba, nasdaq Next Generation, and PayPal still in my portfolio. The performance is I am down by 3,400 as it looks right now because I took all my gains out. Then if we go to the securities orders and scroll down to the executed orders, we can see that December 20th I started selling my investments. I sold Nvidia, Meta, Apple, Microsoft, Waste Management, Tesla, Semiconductor ETF, Amazon, Salesforce, nasdaq 100, Alphabet, and S&P 500 healthcare sector. I took gains in all of these investments. If we scroll further up, this is what I was talking about. For example, we can see that there is a buy order for Nvidia to buy it for 440 euros, and at the time of the recording, Nvidia stock is at 443 euros. This outstanding order is for about 4,000 euros. Then we go to Meta. You can see here, price target of 315, currently trading at 320. Order for Apple for 175 euros per share, and the stock is currently trading at 175 euros and 82 cents. And the list goes on. As you can see, I have 14 outstanding buy orders in the system, just waiting for the right price. As soon as these orders go through, I will set up the next batch of buy orders with a significantly reduced buying price. So there you have it. That was an unfiltered view in my stock portfolio and my plan on re-entering the stock market in 2024 after I took the gains from the performance in 2023. I want to point out that my goal in showing my portfolio is not to make anybody feel bad about their own investments. Instead, I hope my transparency will shed some light into the realities of investing. Whether you're just getting started or you're already seasoned investors, there's always something new to learn and new opportunities to explore. I also want to challenge any finance content creator out there to an investing challenge. Most finance content creators out there hide their investments like a spy concealing classified information vital to national security. I don't want to be one of them. I want to compete, share knowledge, and learn from others. And that's it for today. If you found this video helpful, and if you want to know how my portfolio will change in 2024, then please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know down in the comments section below what do you think about my 2024 plan. Thank you so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video. With all that volatility and with the valuations getting up almost into bubble territory, I decided to sell almost all of my stocks.